Vashi, and in this video we'll be seeing Engaging English of grade 6 lesson number 3, Pearl at the End House. So this is a story of crime and detection, and it's a mysterious story that unravels the truths beneath the hits. So this story is written by Agatha Christie. So first let's see the author's biography, then let's go into the lesson. About the author, Agatha Christie is one of the most celebrated crime fiction writers of all time. That means she writes things with crime. A lot of crime fiction is about crime, detection, mystery, the other side of adventurous. She was born in England and educated at home by her mother. Her stories often explore the importance of money and how it causes crime. So most of her stories, now we know she's a crime fictional writer, but most of her stories tell how money causes trouble, like money causes crime. And the qualities of a human nature. Her stories and plays have been made into films, TV shows. Her play, The Mousetrap, played for 21 years in the Theatre of London. Do you hear? Her play, only one play, that also not many numerous one, only one play, Mousetrap, has been playing in the theatre for more than 21 years. So like that's how famous she is. So there's so this is the actual part to be this story is about helping others and talking responsibilities. So the actual participation of this lesson is this. So first, shall we go to the reading part? In the reading part, in this, just a summarization. This entire story, there will be three main characters: Hercule and his friend Arthur Haggiston and Nick Buckley. So these three members are the main characters of everything. Like Hercule is like a detective, and his friend Captain Arthur Hastily meets a girl named Nick Buckley in a conversation. She mentions that she has escaped certain death at least thrice. Pirate thinks that her life is in danger. Who is trying to harm Nick? Read on to see what happens. So, Pirate and Hercule Pirate and his friend came to a hotel, and they meet a woman in a conversation known as Nick Buckley. She says she has escaped her life thrice in a row, and Pirate thinks that her life is in danger. So let's see what Pirate does and what are another three incidents done for Nick. Okay, so let's see. The woman who opened the door came us to the room with the eyes and tray of bottles. Nick poured out the lemonade expertly, continuing to talk. I think Pirate's silence impressed itself upon her. She stopped in the very act of filling the glass and said sharply, "Well?" So the narrator is his friend, Captain Arthur Hastily. He's the narrator of this. So she was pouring the lemonade expertly, like as if she was very expert in. Like expert means skillfully. It's a new word. Sharply, she was like, "Well, are you gonna take the drinks or what?" Like in the silence, like she continued to talk. No one was talking, just herself talking. After pouring, she stopped and said, "Well, are you gonna say something?" Was her like it expressed that is the opponent gonna speak something or what? He took the glass from her hand. "To your good health, mademoiselle." Mademoiselle is Mademoiselle addressed for the French unmarried woman. Okay, like in English we say miss, right? Like that in French it's known as mademoiselle. Okay, so he said, "To your good health, mademoiselle." The girl was no fool. The significance of his tone was not lost on her. Is anything the matter?" "Yes, mademoiselle." This, he opens his palms. He held out his hand with her in the bullet in the middle of the palm of it. She picked it with a puzzled frown. "You know what this is?" "Of course I know. It's a bullet." "Exactly, mademoiselle. It was not a wasp that flew past your face this morning." So she works in a hotel, okay? So he's telling, it's not a wasp, it's not an insect that went past your head today. It was a real bullet. So, okay. "Do you mean some criminal idiots were shooting bullets in a hotel garden?" She works in a hotel garden, okay? She is saying, some idiot criminals are like shooting in middle of a hotel garden. Are they senseless like that? She's telling. It would seem so. Yes, maybe they were, Pirate said. I do see to bear a charmed life. That's number 4. So she says, I bear a charmed life. Very charmed life means a life protected by danger as if by magic. That was number 4. That means as soon as she said, that's the number 4th incident. Yes, said Pirate. That is number 4. I want, Mademoiselle. I want to hear the other 3. So she said the bullet was the 4th incident. She wants to know the other 3 incidents. Why? Of course. What else could it be? Mademoiselle, prepare yourself. I beg for a great shock. What if something is attempting for your life? Attempting for your life means planning to kill you. As soon as Pirate said, Nick burst into laughter. She was laughing. Then Pirate asked, what a marvelous idea, my dear man. Who on earth would attempt my life? I'm not a beautiful young heiress whose death released millions. Somebody trying to kill me would be a thrill, but I'm afraid there is no hope. After laughing, she said, oh dear, do you think I'm a big heiress? That means a woman who receives wealth from the family members after their death. He said, I'm not a heiress whose death is going to release millions and billions of dollars. I'm just a normal man and I think there's no hope, sir. He says, of course. Will you tell me, Mademoiselle, about those accidents? Of course, they were just stupid things. So, okay, instead of reading, I'll just tell it to you. So, she used to have a heavy picture over her bed. You know the bed? Over the bed, there's a heavy picture. It was really heavy and she was sleeping. But as she was sleeping, she heard the doors banging open and close. That means one of the doors were not locked and it was banging open and close. As soon as she gets out of the bed and goes to check the banging door, after she comes back, she's in a great shock of. After she went down, she heard a big rumble and trembles. She heard a lot of noise. She came running up to see the heavy painting broke off the wall and fell onto the bed. She says, it would have just probably bashed my head, and that's number 1. She is telling, I'm very lucky or it would have fallen on my head and smashed my head. That is the number 1. Pirate was very serious. We know that he's a detective. Pirate did not even smile. Continue, Mademoiselle. Let us pass to number 2. Oh, that's weaker. There's a scrambling cliff path down to the sea. I go down the way to bathe. There's a rock you can dive off. A boulder got dislodged somehow and came roaring down, just missing me. He says, there's a river, there's a path, a rocky, like a cliff, that means a slopey path that goes down to the sea. She's going there to bathe, whereas a big boulder, that means a huge rock, got dislodged and came roaring. That means it was screaming its way. It was rolling that fast in the speed. It just missed her. Number 3 was quite different. Something went wrong with the brakes of the car. The garage man explained, but I didn't follow it. Anyways, if it had gone through the gate and down the hill, the brakes wouldn't have held and there would be a big accident, she's telling. The garage man told that the brakes were not working, but I didn't use it. But still, after the checking, they said that it was like the brakes were cut off. So she was lucky that if she took that and went down the cliff, we heard that there are a lot of rocks that you can jump off. Then she could have just roared into the boulder and could have made a big accident. And now, you cannot tell me what the trouble was. You can go and ask Maud's garage. They know it. It was quite simple and mechanical that had been unscrewed. Wonder if Elaine's boy, that means the maid, had twinkled with it. Boys like messing about cars. Of course, Ellen swore he never near the car, but I think must just have worked or lose pride of what Maud said. So just telling, I think my mate's son only came and did all of that, but he swore that he didn't do. But maybe a boy could have done it accident, or in the garage some screw might have been gone off. You can go ask in the Maud's garage. Where is the garage, Mademoiselle? Round the other side of the house. Is it kept blocked? Nick's Nick's eyes widened with surprise because I'll tell you the real story at the end of everything. Oh no, of course not. I don't lock my doors. Why should I like that? She's telling. Anyone could tamper with the car unobserved. Well, yes, I suppose so. She's very careless. She's telling, I don't lock my door of the garage. Maybe someone could have come. Maybe someone can tamper with the cars. He's telling, maybe someone can damage the car unobserved. Pirate is saying. But he's telling, no, nothing like that. If someone did, maybe. But it will be so silly to do, no? Like that she's telling. No, mademoiselle, it is not silly. You don't understand. You are in grave danger. I tell it to you and you don't know who I am. No, Nick is very careless. He's like, no, I don't know you. You just came, so I just told you. That's all like that. I'm Hercule Pirate. Oh, said Nick in a rather flat tone. She was like now I'm saying, how? Like she's just not so surprised to hear. She wriggled uncomfortably. A haunted look came to her eyes. Pirate observed her keenly. You're not at ease. That means I suppose you wouldn't have read my books. Actually, in real life also, in the olden days, Hercule Pirate was a great detective in real life as well. Mademoiselle, you're poor little liar. I forgot. Your only child. You would have not heard. So quickly does fame pass. My friend will be there to tell you. Nick looked at me. I cleared my throat, somewhat embarrassed. Monsieur Pirate was a good detective. He's saying it in a French accent because he's a Frenchman. He's saying, Monsieur Pirate was a good detective. He's saying it in a French accent. I explained. Ah, my friend, cried Pirate. Is it all that you can say? Say then, Yock. Say then, Mademoiselle, I was Detective Eunuch, unsurpassed, the greatest that have ever lived. So the real story of there's a book known as Pearl at the End House. So it's a girl who tries to murder a person to marry another person. She does that and she makes people to actually, make it look like they're trying to kill her. After that, this detective comes in the middle of nowhere. She feels, she thinks that, oh no, my plan's gonna be ruined. They'll think I murdered him. She already murdered the person who married her before. She also married another person. So for this, she did this whole murder upside up. But Pirate will come unexpectedly after seeing the bullet. After this incident, they all inspect. At last, they all find out that this girl was a person who murdered and they were not the people who were trying to murder both of them. She said, oh no, they tried to murder both of them, but he got murdered and I escaped, she said, she acted. But in real life, she was the one who planned to kill him and she was the one showing that people were trying to kill her in real life. So that's the real story. Okay, comment down below if you have any doubts. I'll make sure to clear them in the next video. Okay, well, that's all for today. See you guys in the next video. Bye all.